Soccer fans, welcome into the beautiful Rio Tinto Stadium on the first day of fall in this matchup between Orange County SC and the Real Monarchs. I'm Landon Southwick, joined alongside my partner, Taryn Meyer, for the call of tonight's game. Taryn, two teams in very different situations. One clinched, one sitting below the red line.
If we look at Orange County, they come off a road win in Vancouver. It only takes one road win to spur a team. Look, they come into Rio Tinto fighting 1 point off the playoff spot right now. They're going to want to get into the playoffs and come in here and beat a very good Real Monarchs side. The
fight is on, and we'll give you more details on this fight shortly after this presentation of the national anthem.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Emma Lynn. The beautiful national anthem sung by Emma Lynn. You know, it's always good to start things off with a national anthem. Things are going to get underway real quick here tonight, Taryn. Both teams, like I mentioned, in unique situations. Monarchs trying to break a 3-game winless streak, while OC sitting just below that red line, fighting for their playoff lives.
And they're fighting to the death right now. And look, their head coach, Logan Paz, longtime Chicago Fire man, 286 appearances for that Chicago Fire side in the MLS. Look, he's been in these positions. He knows how to coach his team. He knows how to tell his players when to go, when to stay, and how to just gauge the mentality. And that's going to come in handy tenfold in a game like this.
And at this point of the season for Orange County, you really have to take every point possible. They've got a game next week at home against Colorado. Then they're, at Colorado. Then they're at home against Sacramento, Reno, and then to finish off the season at Vancouver. So there's not much room for margin of error.
No, they face very, very good sides, and if you want to make a statement, tonight's the night to do it.
For the Monarchs, on the flip side, you've got a team that's coming in on a 3-game skid. Really haven't been themselves. Last week only got off one shot in their 2-0 loss, and they didn't look like themselves.
No, extremely uncharacteristic. I remember talking to you midway through the week about that. Like you said, one shot on goal. This is the first time in 2017 that they're faced with a 3-game winless skid. They have the most wins in the USL this year, but 3-game winless skid at a time where you don't want a winless skid. So they're trying to get back to winning ways. They're more than happy to be back here at Rio Tinto. I think they're going to be fired up tonight. A few lineup changes tonight. Sparrow starts in goal per usual. Right back, we've got Taylor Pay moving over from center back. Emilio Orozco enters the fray yet again. Well, I should say for a second week in a row as he returned to the squad after missing most of the year due to injury, paired up with Moberg in the middle, Max Lakawecki on the left. Diego Calvo slots in on that left side. Beasler, Seba, and Haber make up that midfield in the middle of the park, and then Danny Cruz out wide. No Chandler Hoffman in the starting 11 tonight. I know a few fans have their eye on that. Juan Mare gets the start up top for the Monarchs.
And And to have a guy like Hoffman on the bench, that's an interesting scenario as we're underway here. Victor Rivas blows the whistle to start things off. Ball is going to be played towards Haber. Marae is going to be playing up top for the Monarchs tonight. He's going to go into a challenge and be called for the foul on that far side.
No, I think you're absolutely right. To have the firepower of Chandler Hoffman, a guy who hasn't scored in a few games. He's sitting fourth in the Golden Boot standings, 14 goals, 7 assists. Definitely in the MVP conversation at the moment. He can provide a spark come the 60th to 70th minute if you're in need of a goal or you're just trying to pad the stats a little bit.
He's also a guy that we've talked about as we get a replay look at this slide from Marae. Not the best challenge there from Marae. You don't really want to see him with his studs like that. Not the friendliest challenge on Fernandez.
Especially when the play is going nowhere. The ball's running out and sliding in from behind. Maybe trying to set the tone early there.
We'd like to thank all those of you tuning in to the broadcast tonight on the USL YouTube channel. If you're in California, thanks for tuning in. I know there's a watch party down there. Charlie Lyon in goal, wearing the captain's armband for OCSC tonight. Fernandez up after stretching things out, and he'll take the free kick. Looking kind of knuckled a little bit, and will be knocked out of play by the left back for the Monarchs, Max Lakowecki.
Quick look here at Orange County's lineup. You said Charlie Lyon in goal, fantastic goalkeeper. Sorto, Fernandez, Hume, Osequeda make up the back line. Oliver, Pineda, Kobayashi, Baxendale in the midfield. Para and Van Ivik up top. Van Ivik is a guy for me that the center back pairing of the Real Monarchs are going to have to keep a very, very close eye on tonight.
Free kick for Orange County. Monarchs led by head coach Mark Briggs in his first season with the squad. Giveaway. Quickly, Monarchs going to go forward. Sebastian Velasquez with the ball at his feet. Good challenge there by Orange County. And they'll go on the attack. Pineda out wide to Kobayashi. To Baxendale. Orange County will regroup. A little bit of awkward possession from both teams so far. Both teams like to possess. You'll see something that the Monarchs have done a little more frequent this season is push a high line. Taylor Pay defending Kobayashi, and he'll get behind him, but the flag is up for the offside here in the 3rd minute of play.
And look, it's always interesting to see two teams that like to play possession. These guys don't really like to play balls long over the top unless it's absolutely necessary. They like to possess through the midfield, get the ball wide, try and find chances in the attacking third from wide positions, or just go straight up the middle. We see this Monarchs team so often here at Rio Tinto. They possess so well out wide that they spread teams out, get the ball back into the middle, and it's open season at that point.
Calvo, Costa Rican international. I'd like to mention this, but always we talk about his first game as an international with Costa Rica was in the snow game. Ball's out wide to Danny Cruz. Danny Cruz just outside the area. He's going to look to clip it into the back post. Good opportunity there for the Monarchs as Orange County defends well.
Good defending there by Fernandez. Gets goal side of his man. Able to clear that ball out with pressure coming quickly. Again, just like I said, Danny Cruz gets wide right on cue. Tries to play that ball in with Orange County spread out in the box.
Something the Monarchs have done well all season long. Haber, Brody, now Cruz getting out wide. Monarchs going to try to attack from the opposite side now. Overlap from Lakowecki. Haber from distance takes a crack, takes a deflection. Haber's been known to score from distances like that.
Last time he was in the starting lineup here at Rio Tinto, he hits a screamer, a curling screamer up into the top shelf. I mean, he's confident right now. He's still confident.
We've seen him in 2 games. It was back-to-back games, I believe, that he was up for goal of the week.
Rightly so.
Moberg and Pay, both University of Washington products. Monarchs settling in with a little bit of more possession here in the last few minutes. Pay.
I've got my eye on Pay tonight in this right back right back slot. It's kind of where he was with the Washington Huskies, gets drafted by the Portland Timbers, goes on to win an MLS Cup there, mainly played on the outside back, sometimes center back, left back. Not when he's been at the Monarchs, he's been more accustomed with the center back role paired with Moberg. Tonight, he's out wide. I'm curious to know how he handles the wide play of Orange County SC being back on that side.
Emilio Roscoe back from injury. He was a mainstay with the Monarchs last season, or better said, for the first 2 seasons of existence. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Haber will quickly take it. Haber into Mare. Calvo. Sebastian Velasquez a little slow to get it off his feet. Giveaway for the Monarchs. Cruz applying pressure into the middle. Mare's there. Cruz, Monarchs. But an errant pass by Nick Beasler will give it back. And the Monarchs will collect.
And if we go back to that Phoenix game, Landon, not very much possession for the Monarchs. Good possession. Nobody going in numbers. Nobody getting forward, making those runs. The runs really weren't read very well. Already tonight, it looks like a different team.
Haber outside of the area, looking into Velasquez. But clipped away. Sorry to cut you off there, Taryn. Lakowecki. Looking for the run of Mare, trying to find himself between the outside back and the center back. Mare more of a hold-up forward for the Monarchs. Slightly different than Chandler Hoffman. Got a bigger frame and more of an opportunity to post up.
He's very good with his back to goal. He likes to receive that ball, play out wide, and then make the spinning run into the box. Chandler Hoffman is, get me out of the equation. Let me create my own space, and I'll tuck it in the back of the net for you. It's going to be very, very cool, I guess, for us to see from up here and you folks at home to be able to watch the different movements between Hoffman and Mare.
Velasquez beautifully wins the ball, stays on his feet. He's just outside the area. He's going to take a crack. And a good look there from Sebastian Velasquez from distance. Lion goes sprawling to his left side to make the save.
And why not from Velasquez? He beats his guy, has a look up, says, why not? Let's test this goalkeeper early, see what he's made of. That's a tough ball bouncing. Looks like it was going to sneak inside that left post. Good save there from Lion.
A good look. Monarchs looking like they're going to attack a little bit more than they did last week against Phoenix. Pay with Cruz out wide of him. Pay tries to get around his defender. It'll be out for a Monarchs throw-in.
Now, Landon, look how high the Monarchs line is compared to last week. Orozco is sitting on the striker for Orange County, almost inside the attacking third, really applying the pressure on Orange County here already.
Calvo, he'll turn. Looking for Mare. Mare's inside the area. He's going to hold it up to Cruz. Cruz is going to whip it in, looking to the back post over the head of Haber and over everybody. Van Uwijk all the way back to defend.
Van Uwijk so good with the ball at his feet. So crafty, so well balanced, and he does such a good job at getting his head up to find that open player, find the open space.
A lot of simple one-touch passing you've seen from both sides. It looks pretty quality from both sides as they've pinged the ball around here early on.
And as they wet this grass beforehand, this stadium, this Rio Tinto Stadium field is a place where teams that like to possess the ball like to play. The ball skips around, it flies around, it stays true, and is a really, really honest field.
But a giveaway by the Monarchs. OCSC will play it back to the keeper. Not a well-hit ball. It'll be a giveaway. Monarchs going to try to capitalize. Sebastian Velasquez outside the 18. He's going to cut back, takes a shot! Big save Charlie Lyon, wow, he's come up big twice on Sebastian Velasquez, as that one had eyes for the back of the goal.
Two great saves from Lyon within 3 minutes, both from Sebastian Velasquez. He's always going to go left. I know you and I always make the joke. He always ducks that right shoulder, goes left, puts his foot through that ball. Lyon does a good job to move his feet, keep that ball from going up into the top shelf. Great angle here from our cameraman. Very good decision.
Catches
there from
that
Lyon
a little
to parry
higher.
Away.
And that's in the back of the net. Good opportunity there for the Monarchs. Sebastian Velasquez will take the corner kick. Plays it short. The Monarchs going to waste the opportunity there as Calvo and Velasquez weren't quite on the same page there.
And to be fair, two players that really haven't seen much time in
together.
a USL match together. Just a communication issue.
Charlie Adams on the bench for the Monarchs. The bench of the Monarchs, Putna, Adams, Karinga, Brody, Minter, Hoffman, and Milne. A very attack-minded bench there. Pay does a good job to keep possession for the Monarchs. Lakawecki to the far side. Cold night here at Rio Tinto Stadium. 49 degrees. Snow in the mountains.
Balmy 49 at that.
Mare looking out wide to Cruz. Cruz to Beasler, the captain.
Wonderful ball out wide.
You gotta love the service from that. That's world class there. Lakawecki with the shots.
And not only is it Beasler's service, the actual service, look at his first touch. The way he receives the ball, he knows exactly where Haber is. Haber knows exactly where he needs to be in the space. He takes the touch and he whips it out to the far side. That's the sign of just a great midfield player.
It'll be a foul on Orange County. Monarchs going to quickly try to go. You can tell they're trying to attack quickly. Cruz out wide. He's going to whip it in the box. Looking to Haber. Haber's going to settle. He's just outside the area, still with it at his feet. He's going to take a crack. He'll take a deflection, though. Off Sorto.
Lions seeing a lot of early action here. I'll give it to him. Two very good saves here in the last few minutes, but everything pretty comfortable into his hands. I like it from the Monarchs testing the goalkeeper early to see what he's made of, and really force the issue.
Pay will cut back in to Velasquez, to Calvo. Monarchs playing with a lot of intensity, a lot more than they have in the last few games in their winless streak. Calvo's going to take a crack from distance, takes a deflection, a big deflection of that, and goes just up and over the crossbar for a corner kick, and the Monarchs get their second of the match.
Very wicked deflection there. Had Lyon backtracking as the ball ends up on the roof of the net, thankfully for him. But seeing a lot of shots from distance, something that we're not too accustomed to seeing, relatively speaking, in a Monarchs game. But so far, so good for them.
Corner kick for the Monarchs. Velasquez, back post. It'll be kept in by Calvo. Haber can hit it from this distance. He'll pick up his head. He whips it in the box. Moberg's there. Almost got on the end of that. And it's going to cross the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Orange County.
I love that from Haber. Watch as he picks his head up. He has a look at goal. Everybody steps out. Somebody barely missing Moberg. Very, very good chance there for Moberg. Unfortunately for him, can't capitalize. What a ball in there from Daniel Haber.
Lions going to put it high and long. Pay there to win it. We have a player down for Orange County. Kobayashi. Just down, looks like he's holding his head. His ear. Possibly got a elbow to the head. We'll get a replay look at that.
Bit of a stinger to the ear. Yep, when it's cold, Never going to feel good.
He'll have to leave the pitch for a quick second, get checked out. Victor Rivas is going to make him step off. Not sure why he gets to come right back on. Kind of a little bit confusing. Technically, he'd have to be waved on, but enough time was taken that I guess he was able to get right back on the pitch. Osigueda with the throw-in. Pay does a good job there for the Monarchs. Pay to Orozco. Monarchs moving the ball pretty well here early on, 16 minutes in, and we're still scoreless. Better of the opportunities coming for the Monarchs with a pair of great saves by Charlie Lyon to keep this one level.
Yeah, the Monarchs definitely with the better looks. Connor Sparrow in goal for the Monarchs, not having very much or anything at all, maybe a goal kick early on.
Charlie Lyon, 6 clean sheets on the season. Same with Connor Sparrow. Both very quality keepers. Cruz gonna run at the defender. He'll go towards the touchline, looks to cross it in. He'll take a deflection. And he's gonna try to get back.
Excellent defensive work there from Danny Cruz. Wins the throw-in for his team. After giving the ball up, I love it. I love it. That's the experience. You and I were talking about that earlier this week. Excuse me.
Velasquez just outside the area takes a crack and a deflection. Good opportunity there again for the Monarchs. If not for a deflection, that one might be going at goal.
You want to talk about something that's setting the tone for the rest of the team. It's Danny Cruz making that 30, 40-yard sprint back to win that ball instead of just giving up on it and waiting for his outside back and Taylor Pay to get up and meet that ball.
Haber, he's cutting inside the area, trying to wait for teammates. Calvo to Beasler. Sebastian Velasquez. Defended by 2. Quickly to Pay. Monarchs gonna shift the point of attack here. Emilio Orozco, originally drafted by the now dysfunctional Chivas.
Defunct or dysfunctional?
Dysfunctional. Non-existent.
Non-existent.
Not here. It's another team in LA coming this next season.
LAFC making some noise around MLS, signing Carlos Vela, several other very good players out on loan currently, but expect LAFC to make some noise with especially with their brand new Bank of California stadium.
Orange County.
Like it's going to be a beauty.
Got a new stadium this season. Champion Field, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful complex there. Happy for all this organization to have that beautiful pitch. Got to spend the last couple weeks, I believe, there. Velasquez to Calvo to Mare. Monarchs going to quickly try to attack.
What a
ball up over top to Haber. Haber does a good job of trying to get it up and over the defender. Sorto was there to clear.
Timing of Haber's run was excellent. Trying to get in behind the back line of Orange County.
Orange County going to get an opportunity to attack. Orozco who's going to win that one. Will get away, and there will be a foul called.
Might have to see that again. It looked like a foul to me there near the end line on Orozco. Referee Victor Rivas doesn't agree with me up here in the booth. Obviously had a different view of it as we get another look at it. Feet just get tangled up. Well done there from Orozco to beat his man.
It was Pata there. 7 goals, 8 assists on the season. 6 of those goals coming with Seattle Sounders too. Recently acquired by Orange County. Beasler's gonna try to play it high and long to Cruz. It'll be cut off, but Cruz is there to win it. Cruz just outside the area. Cruz will take a shot and a deflection. Monarchs taking a lot of shots from distance so far, but nothing going so far.
Orange County doing a great job of stepping in front of the shots, reading the shots now. Charlie Lyon aware of the shots coming in now as Monarchs really try and apply the pressure.
Ooh. Mare and Velasquez there. You could see they made eye contact. The pass was just off kilts there by Sebastian Velasquez.
And I love that from Mare, that little spin move, drop the left shoulder, go around the defender and try and look for that 1-2 with Sebastian Velasquez. Velasquez not able to get the touch that he wanted with the outside of his left boot.
Monarchs keeping possession. Ball looking up over top. It'll be won by Pay, but a late whistle there from Victor Rivas. It'll be a free kick for Orange County.
Felt like that call was a little bit soft on Kobayashi there. Taylor Pay steps in, wins the ball well. As you look at it here again, I take that back. I'll eat my words. Definite foul right there.
Soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. That's NikeSoccer.com. Mare to Velasco. Out wide to Cruz. To Calvo. Calvo with it as left foot. Thought about it. Monarchs playing with possession just outside the area. Whipped in and inside the area, cleared by Orange County.
Another
good ball possession just outside the 18 from the Monarchs.
And that's several balls in a row that have just been clipped in within 30 yards of the Orange County SC goal. Runs being made into the box. First one there from Mare. Love the run there from Lakowecki as a left back, getting into the box, trying to get that ball into the box.
Good hold-up play there. The Monarchs will slow up that free kick for Orange County. Kobayashi, nice little turn there on Taylor Pay, and Taylor Pay is going to be shown a yellow card there for the challenge.
Well done there from Kobayashi. Baits Taylor Pay into it, checks to the ball, lets it go, a little dummy through his legs. Whoop. See ya. Taylor Pay has no choice but to bring
like
him down.
Like a nice rainbow trout right there. Had him right on the
That must be a high mountain
sideline
reference.
We're in the mountains. There's some good fishing around here. Ball's going to come through. Parra's going to keep possession for Orange County. Velasquez, Beasler there. Monarchs applying the high pressure. Backendale with it. Name hasn't been called much. Pereira on. Cleared out by Moberg. And it will be a throw-in just in front of the corner flag. An opportunity there. Kobayashi, you saw running in from that back post. Cruz was a little slow to get back. If that ball's played to the back post, that's a sure goal for Orange County.
Yeah, and look, Parra needs to assume that that run's going to be there and really fire that ball across, not allow James Moberg and the rest of the defenders from Real Monarchs to really get into position to clear that ball away.
Ball played forward to Mare. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs.
Because just like you said, Landon, if that ball is fired all the way across the box with some pace, with some pepper, Kobayashi's in for what could possibly be a very easy tap-in.
Haber out wide. Haber back to Lakowecki. Monarchs will possess here in the 25th minute of play. Still scoreless here at Rio Tinto. Calvo. Pay. The Monarchs will regroup a little bit.
Better possession through the midfield for the Monarchs tonight. Using the midfielders to check back in, open up the field. Can't see it on your screen at the moment, but Max Lakowecki and Daniel Haber stretching the opposite side of the field, letting the work be done here on this near side for the quick outlets, really spreading this Orange County team.
Possession by Orange County now. Pineda. Osigueda. Back to Hume. Backendale will check all the way back from up top. Orange County with some nice possession here. Both teams seemingly trading possession here in the last few minutes.
Good step in and win there from Calvo.
Calvo looking up over top to Mare. Ball probably could have been played on the pitch.
I was
and it
just about to say, if he keeps that
Mare.
ball on the carpet, he's in behind. That ball up over the top allows that right back to check in, read the play a bit better, maybe even allows Mare to get on sides.
Van Uwijk out wide. Good little cut there. He's going to whip it into the box. Emilio will clear. Haber forward to Velasquez. Oh, Velasquez with a rough giveaway there. And a good opportunity for Orange County. Kobayashi out wide, defended by Pei. He'll clip it in, looking to the back post. Good opportunity there. Took a deflection and looks like it possibly hit Lakowecki's hand. Love to see a replay on that, but it'll be a corner kick for Orange County.
I thought the referee was pointing to the penalty spot. I know the stadium went a little bit silent. This ball gets played in here. I have to give it to him. That's absolutely a handball. Referee misses a very, very big call. Shouts there from Orange County FC. Very much warranting a penalty kick there. Monarchs escape with just a corner, though.
Big head in there, cleared out by the Monarchs, still inside the area. And a bicycle kick. Beasler will clear it. Moberg's down on the pitch, looks to get back up. Velasquez going forward. Not much help there. Haber's gonna settle.
Good take there from Haber to look up and find Danny Cruz out wide.
Danny Cruz with a defender in front of him. He'll cut back, nice little move there. Inside the box. Defended well, but not out of danger. Beasler to Velasquez. Velasquez and Calvo just don't quite seem to be on the same page.
Several times that ball has been given away. We saw it early on the right side here. Several times in the midfield, just cheap giveaways, really from miscommunication through the midfield. Those three players in there, Beasler, Velasquez, and Calvo, trying to mix and match that midfield triangle.
Haber was making a run across the 18. Monarchs will possess. Good opportunities for both sides now. And probably should have been a handball call like we mentioned here moments ago.
Absolutely a handball. Lakowecki's hand is in a very unnatural position. Cruz at the top of the box here. A very unnatural position. I don't think he really knew much about it, but nonetheless, it strikes him very, very cleanly in the hand. Monarchs very, very lucky to get away with that one.
Beasler's gonna get a talking to. Could be a challenge there or a professional foul that would put you with a yellow card. But I imagine with him wearing the captain's armband, he might get a little more leeway and just a stern talking to.
Yeah, just a little bit of a talking to there. Or kind of gets away from him, kind of brings him down professionally. No harm, no foul.
Well, a foul, but no harm.
I was hoping you would say that.
Kobayashi out wide. He'll play it into the midfield, but a giveaway. Mare to Haber. Monarchs had numbers, but it will slow things up. Ball through, kind of just looking off. Monarchs had some good opportunities early. Van Uyck right there battling with Sebastian Velasquez. Gets cleared out from behind. Not surprised not to be seeing a yellow card here.
Van Uyck comes through and cleans out Sebastian Velasquez rather cheaply, might I add. We're going to get a replay here. Velasquez dancing around the ball just a little bit. Van Uyck trying to look to go forward. Very upset, very frustrated that he misses out on the chance to go forward, losing out to Sebastian Velasquez and takes him out.
Beasler. He's looking for Taylor Pay, calling for him to check in a little further. Moberg's going to go forward. Velasquez will have time to turn to Cruz. Monarchs sitting really high. And Orange County kind of dropping in with 11 to defend. Giveaway by the Monarchs. This is where you get in trouble when you're holding possession like that, applying a lot of pressure, sending guys forward, and a cheap giveaway.
And that all comes, and it can all be solved through the communication and being all on the same page, when to go, when to hold.
High pressure applied. Cruz will take the throw in. It will be called back. He was too far forward for the throw in. Calvo out wide to Cruz. Cruz has two defenders. Tries to get around both. He'll be cut off. Haber. Back out wide to Cruz. Cruz gonna clip it in, looking for Haber just over his head.
It's a great ball played in, low, firm. There by Danny Cruz. Tough for the defenders to handle. Again, Taylor Pay getting forward so well, beating guys, playing that entry
Plays
ball.
it to Mare, and Mare looks like he maybe could have got there, kind of pulled up his run last minute a little too far in front of him, and it'll be a goal kick for Orange County SC. Monarchs applying that high pressure here in the last few minutes. Charlie Adams up off the bench, getting a little warm-up going on. Maybe taking a little warm-up to the bathroom now.
Just trying to stay warm.
Pay's gonna play it back to Sparrow. Sparrow's gonna knock it forward. Backendale will keep it in. Van Uyck. That one's gonna cross the line on the far side, and it'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs.
Baxendale, just a hair away from being able to keep that ball inside and create something. As really Orange County's been flooding forward, pushing numbers forward. You see the three forwards now. I would even venture to say Kobayashi here on this near side getting forward as well.
Moberg. A good ball to Mare. Calvo. Can he switch it? He does. Monarchs going to switch the attack to the far side. Haber. Back out wide to Lakowecki. Gets caught between the wickets for a quick second. He's able to recover. Mare. Out wide to Cruz. Cruz goes towards the touchline, puts it in the box, looking for Mare, and a stretched out save there by Charlie Lyon. Not a bad look, not much power on the header though,
Not
Taryn.
much power, just very tough to really generate power on a lofted ball like that. With a snap header, I don't think that ball was going to find its way into the back of the net. Ball lofted up here. Mare one-on-one with his defender now. That ball's always going wide. Charlie Lyon playing it safe, but again, that ball, I would like to see that ball driven. I understand Danny Cruz didn't really have much of an option there, but I would like to see that ball driven from that position. You never know what sort of deflection that ball can take to work in your favor.
Moberg. Forward. Sebastian Velasquez. It's 2v4. He'll slow it up a touch. Mare to Velasquez. Velasquez dancing. Mare shot just wide. Big opportunity there for the Monarchs. And Mare is going to want that one back all night long.
Best chance by far of the evening there for the Real Monarchs as Sebastian Velasquez does what he does best, creates space. Mare drifting off his defender there. You have to finish that. You absolutely have to finish that. Such a good chance gone begging there if you're Mark Briggs' side. Looking for that first goal at home. 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Like you said, Mare definitely will want that one back.
Moberg to Orozco. Good opportunity there for the Monarchs. Who's going to be the one to find the back of the net first in this one? Looks like the ball's possibly flat. Ball's not even off the pitch, and they're already kicking a new ball on.
Oddly enough, that has happened so many times. I've seen it several times in several USL games this year. I've seen it in MLS games. It's actually really, really strange because I'm not sure where these soccer balls are getting popped, but there's some mystery phantom out there.
You know, it would make sense if it was a rec game, possibly random stuff on the pitch. But look at this pitch, immaculate. Field crew here at Rio Tinto Stadium does a phenomenal
Dan Farnes and his crew
job.
Work tirelessly, not only here at Rio Tinto, but now up in Harriman. They're going to have a crew up there, America First Field, where the Monarchs and the first team train. They are tireless. They know what they're doing. They're very good at it. Interesting extracurriculars here. Sebastian Velasquez stepping in. Olive kicking out at Danny Cruz. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens here.
You know, the interesting thing was Cruz was ushering out the ball, got in front of it, and that's where they got tangled up. So we're going to get a replay look at that.
Second time in 2 weeks Danny Cruz has been involved in a kick-out accident. Last week with Didier Drogba. No, Danny Cruz knows nothing about it. He's trying to get Olive off his back.
Kind of surprised not to see a yellow card initiated by a player like that, kind of running up on his heels as you're getting a look at that. But nonetheless, oftentimes cooler heads prevail. That'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs.
You must be a lot kinder than I am there, Landon.
You haven't seen me on the pitch.
Oh, I have.
Might have had a red card a couple weeks ago.
No worse for wear.
Okay. Well, cooler heads will prevail here in the studio as well. Out wide to Lakawecki. Lakawecki is going to whip it in the box. Takes a mean deflection. I feel like we've said that multiple times tonight, but it's still in. But Pay does a good job to Velasquez to bring it down with his head. Calvo.
6 Monarchs into the attack now. Looking for that ball to be played in.
Calvo with a nice spin. Velasquez, nothing in front of him. He's going to pick up his head. Be defended well from behind. Orange County looking to go on the counter. Will be slowed up by Sorto. To Pineda. Orange County trying to sort things out. 40th minute of play. Getting later here in the first half, both teams with opportunities. Monarchs so far with the better of the opportunities. Charlie Lyon coming up with a pair of wonderful saves to keep this one scoreless.
And one would have to argue that this game could be 1-0, 2-0, possibly 2-1 if Orange County gets that PK. We know how Connor Sparrow is on penalty kicks. I definitely don't want to write him off, but there have been chances for both sides in this game, and I don't think this game's going to end scoreless, to be quite honest.
Fans, make sure you tune into the USL's weekly soccer show, Sirius XM-FC on Channel 85 on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern for the latest news and information from around the league. Also, don't forget Sirius XM-FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Check uslsoccer.com for dates and times. That's uslsoccer.com for dates and times. Mike Watts with a great show on Monday nights.
He does such a good job. Mark Briggs on, I believe it was on Tuesday, yes, on Tuesday with Jason Davis on Sirius XM, giving his time and thoughts about the Monarchs in the upcoming playoff race.
Ball inside the area, be collected by by Charlie Lyon. Ball forward to Velasquez. Velasquez takes a shot and a deflection. Another good opportunity for Sebastian Velasquez. 7 goals, 6 assists on the season for the midfielder.
Wonderful last-ditch sliding tackle there by Walker Hume as he comes across from his left back position, throws his body in front of it, and I would have to say if he doesn't get anything on that ball to deflect it, that's goal-bound unless Charlie Lyon makes a great save.
Velasquez will take the corner, looking to the near post. It'll be deflected out for another corner kick for the Monarchs. .43rd minute of play. Monarchs with a corner kick from the near side. He'll be looking to the back post. Moberg's there. He'll keep it in. Moberg to Calvo. Calvo tries to split the defenders. He'll get it back at his feet. Looking to Beasler. To Velasquez just outside the area. Haber was making a run. And he'll collect it back. Velasquez. He'll take a deflection, still inside the box. Emilio Orozco there to jump up, and he'll hit his hand in the process. And it'll be a free kick for OCSC.
Yeah, taken quickly. I like to see Orange County get the ball up the field. That'll be offsides, but just an observation here. Landon Kobayashi with plenty of real estate to operate here on this near side in the last few minutes of this first half. That's something definitely to keep an eye on in the second half is can Orange County, through their possession, will they be able to find that switching ball, that diagonal ball, that cross-field ball quickly to open up the space against the Monarchs?
Kobayashi does a good job there to keep the attack from progressing. Beasler. Out wide to Lakowecki. Haber's going to turn the corner. He's looking forward to Mare. Mare just outside the area to Velasquez. Velasquez inside the 18. He'll take a nice little clip. And Lakowecki tries to slow things down. Orange County going forward. Calvo, they're defending. That'll be a pass behind Van Uwijk. Osigweta put that one across him, just wasn't far enough in front. The pass was behind.
Soccer fans, for those of you watching at home, the RSL Unified team will be playing a game here at halftime, just a friendly game during halftime. You want to see a team that has heart and has fight, that gets behind RSL, gets behind the Monarchs. They're going to get their chance to show what they have, what they've been practicing for ahead of their game here in about a month against Kansas City. after RSL's last regular season game on October 22nd, excuse me. Good opportunity for them to get a feel for this nice Rio Tinto Stadium pitch.
Pay there. Defending, stoppage time announced. The fourth official, Daniel Spicer Escalante, will announce 4 minutes of stoppage. It's Pineda there. Got a hold of Velasquez, advantage played. Lakowecki moving forward, gets around one defender. He'll keep it in inside the area, crossing it. And Charlie Lyons there, sprawling out, will clean up the mess.
Love that effort there from Lakowecki. Does well to read the clearance by Orange County as he kind of dives in there to block that shot, or block the clearance, excuse me, to try and create another chance for himself.
2 minutes of stoppage announced. We're in the first minute of announced stoppage. Temperature slowly dropping here. Like we mentioned, it's the first day of fall, but it feels like winter.
I don't have much insulation on me. I'm starting to get a little bit chilly.
Here across the Wasatch Front. Real Salt Lake with a big game here at home tomorrow night against the Sounders. They're battling for their playoff lives. Just above the red line right now.
I want to talk about a team who needs all the points they can get right now and results elsewhere, and a team that's hot in Real Salt Lake with a good Seattle Sounders team, unbeaten in 13, coming here to the Wasatch Front. Always, always, always a good game when those two teams get together.
Monarchs maintaining possession. Moberg to Cruz. Cruz with a nice turn. It'll be a giveaway by the Monarchs, and it's going to be yellow card shown to Danny Cruz as he slows up the counterattack here in the 45th minute of play.
That should just about do it here for the first half. Definitely a yellow card there from Danny Cruz as he pulls.
Professional foul.
Definitely a tactical professional foul.
Calvo there almost intercepts the pass. Pineda calling for it in the middle of the pitch. Sorto out wide. Van Uwijk. He's looking. Ball will be kept on that far side. Monarchs defending. Pineda. Pata, he'll turn. Won by the Monarchs. Can they counter? Velasquez. He'll look forward to Mare. Mare's inside the 18. Monarchs not with a lot of help. That'll be a shot taken by Danny Cruz. Looks like it caught his left boot as he took it with his right foot.
No, he tried to hit it and make that curling shot towards the near post. Skips off the inside of his right boot and finds his plant foot into the waiting arms of Charlie Lyon.
And that's 45 minutes of soccer here at the Riot. Scoreless in this Western Conference matchup. Good opportunities from both teams. The better of the opportunities coming for the Monarchs, though, Taryn.
No, look, and they came out of the gates on fire the first 10 minutes, testing Charlie Lyon with hammering those long-distance shots in. Lyon does such a good job at getting his hand to those. Sebastian Velasquez firing those shots. Runs are being made, but look, they need to punish in the final third. You need to be able to take your chances when you need points. This is when you want your goal scorers to step up, like Juan Mare with such a golden opportunity.
One of the big opportunities is the bench that the Monarchs have. You've got guys like Chandler Hoffman, Charlie Adams and Chandler Hoffman on the bench. You've got a lot of opportunities, a lot of big names that you can bring off in the second half.
No, look, Skylar Milne's a big one for me. I know he's itching to get on the field. Chandler Hoffman wants to grow his 14-goal tally and get himself back into the Golden Boot race. So we'll see what the second half brings for the Monarchs. But like you said, a lot of firepower up top for them.
Opportunities for both sides to pick up much-needed points. Monarchs already clinched a playoff spot, but going for that home field advantage and still in the battle for the USL regular season title atop Louisville City by 2 points so far. So both teams looking and trying to make things happen. We'll have an interview with Assistant General Manager Dan Egner here at halftime. So we'll take a short break and be back shortly.
Recently, our country has witnessed catastrophic devastation. Hurricanes and flooding have upended lives and livelihoods.
Across this great country, Americans have answered the call.
That special calling that compels us, when others are down, to step up and do whatever it takes.
America's at her best when, against all odds, we come together and lift each other up.
Please donate to oneamericaappeal.org. America needs you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
The road to the 2017 USL Cup playoffs continues to evolve. In Week 24, Real Monarchs SLC became the first team to clinch a spot in the postseason. But Week 26 saw two more clubs claim their position, with San Antonio FC doing so in midweek and Louisville City FC earning the first Eastern Conference postseason spot over the weekend. Maintaining their position as a top team in the Western Conference, Real Monarchs SLC were able to seal their position in the postseason in Week 24 despite falling to San Antonio FC. The Monarchs still clinched due to a loss by Oklahoma City Energy FC earlier in the night. San Antonio FC punched its ticket to the playoffs last Wednesday night on the road at Orange County SC. Ben Noonan tallied the lone goal of the game, which earned San Antonio FC its first trip to the postseason in club history. A hard-fought draw in front of a home crowd of more than 8,300 fans at Slugger Field put Louisville City FC in a position to clinch a spot in the USL Cup playoffs if other results went their way on the weekend. With Orlando City B falling to St. Louis FC on Saturday night, Lou City was officially in the playoffs for the third season in a row and the first Eastern Conference side to do so. With plenty of teams still vying for a spot in the postseason, the playoff race continues to be one to watch. For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing.
I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels.
After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Meals on Wheels, coming to my door as someone who's housebound, having someone check on me, assures me that I'm not forgotten.
Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise.
We're the clients.
We are the clients.
We are the clients of Meals on Wheels.
America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
We're back here at Rio Tinto Stadium. Scoreless tie so far here at halftime between Orange County SC and the Real Monarchs. We're joined alongside Assistant General Manager for the Real Monarchs, Dan Egner, with a beautiful mustache, and we have to go into that conversation for a quick second. You were telling us you have to grow it out a couple months before November.
I do, yeah. I do it every year for November. Me and a few guys in the office do. Last year I tried a month early. Wasn't enough. This year we're going 2 months early. So we're about 3 weeks in. Be with it through the end of November.
You're looking good so far. Let's jump into a few of these conversations about the Monarchs. We oftentimes get to talk about Real Salt Lake in a lot of forms, but never get to focus truly on the Monarchs. Some special things happening with this side, having a phenomenal season, sitting atop the Western Conference, and a lot of that can be attributed to the head coach, Mark Briggs, done a phenomenal job, and definitely a coach up for Coach of the Year this year.
Oh, he has to be first in the conversation. if you're talking to anyone around the league or within our organization. What he's been able to do with this group, and along with the rest of his staff, I think they deserve as many of the accolades as he does. This is no slight on our group, but they have gotten the most out of this group, and they continue to do so. And to be able to do that through 27 weeks of a season is phenomenal, and we couldn't ask for more.
And you know what's kind of incredible about that is he really, I mean, he started the season as an assistant coach, did not start as the season as a head coach, didn't kind of even see that as the situation, but things quickly turned, and he was thrust into that head coaching position.
Without a doubt, and I think the thing that helped is early on when Mike came on board and Mark was on board, Mike integrated Mark into everything that he did in terms of planning out training sessions, running training sessions, being very vocal with the team and involved with the team. So the transition was a lot easier than in most cases because Mike allowed Mark to be so hands-on, which isn't always the case with a head coach and their assistant coach. But because of that, we're seeing what we have now.
Talking about two guys in your group, Nick Beasler, Connor Sparrow, signing first-team contracts, still remaining with this Monarchs side. How big is that for you guys to have two guys, two leaders up the spine of your team sign first-team contracts under Mark Briggs this year?
It's massive. It's the most we've signed in a year, especially during the season. You look at Connor, and I would argue that he's been the best keeper in USL this season.
Honestly, I would have to agree.
Yeah, I mean, last year he only got in 2 matches, and this year he's been in a lot more, and we've seen his development, and he keeps pushing himself, and quite frankly, he's earned that contract. And the same with Nick. He was a guy that we brought in with the expectation of, hey, if we can get this guy back to form, this is an MLS player. And he showed week in, week out with his consistency, his leadership, and just being a rock in the midfield. He also deserved that contract. And, it's great that they're still with the Monarchs, and it's important given where this team is at that we have that leadership, and they're both leaders. But I'm excited for them now and for years to come with RSL.
And, we could talk about experience. Experience this year is found throughout the roster. We had an opportunity to bring Taylor Pay on our podcast, James Moberg, a few guys that have either MLS experience like Nick Beasler, Taylor Pay, or guys that, have kind of been well-traveled, Sebastian Velasquez. So guys that have had opportunities to play all across different leagues. How has that been for this group to have players that have played international games, played MLS games, played NASL games, have played all over, and now are back here as a team?
It's massive because when you look at the roster, you have Diego Calvo, went to a World Cup. He's played in Europe. He's played for the biggest club in Costa Rica, Danny Cruz, MLS, NASL, Chandler Hoffman, same pedigree. And so pretty much almost every guy has been in any kind of situation that we're going to get into. A lot of these guys have been in first place. A lot of them have been in last. They know how to handle every type of situation, whether it's a big crowd, different types of opponents. They've seen it all, and I think that's helped us tremendously.
Do you think that experience in the group with this 3-game slide, I'll say, for the first time being winless in 3 games in 2017, does that experience translate into turning those results around?
I think so, and I think it's, you look at those 3 games. We lost to San Antonio at the death. It's a little unfortunate. You go to Portland, it's cold and it's rainy, and they've been playing a little bit better, and then, we were okay on the night, but we just couldn't find one, and then we get down to Phoenix, and it's a tough result. It's flat out, it was a tough game. But at the end of the day, it's 3 games. We play 32, so we're going to be all right.
I think a lot of fans grew to have some lofty expectations this season. The teams performed fairly well. The first half of the season was almost flawless. Through, 13, 14 games, it was really just immaculate, the form they were in. Kind of went on a little bump in late July, or mid-July, in the Texas Heat, and we're seeing that one more time. How do you think this season will finish off for this side?
I really expect, and I think we all do, for them to really hit their stride. And those last 2 home games are big for us. Those are games that we expect to do well in, that, we think that'll be close to what we'll have in the playoffs in terms of a starting 11. And I think you'll see them pick their form back up. They know what's on the line. They know how important these games are, and they know what the playoffs mean, and they'll be ready.
This is probably the toughest stretch in that season, in the season. An 8-game stretch, 3 games in those 8 days. You see tonight, then on Wednesday in Sacramento, then in Reno on the weekend. That's a tough stretch. How do the players deal with that? How has this coaching staff prepared them for this stretch?
Yeah, they had a couple extra days off this week, which helped. They needed it both physically.
Top golf?
A little bit, yeah. Needed that physically and mentally, I think, just to kind of get away from things.
No comment on their golf swings.
Yeah. But, next week is a big week. Wednesday, Saturday, those are two tough road games. They'll be up for the atmosphere in Sacramento. It's the best atmosphere in the Western Conference. They're excited about it. A lot of the guys who will be there played in the Open Cup with the first team. They know what to expect. They still have a little bit of bitter taste in their mouth
loss there
about that performance. So they're going to come out and they're going to be hungry. And then, with Reno, just breaking records, most goals in the league in a season. And they, we've beaten them twice. We want to get that clean sweep. They'll be ready.
And they're a quality side at a quality place. Assistant General Manager, Real Monarchs, Dan Egner, thanks for taking the time to join us, give us a little insights on the team. Let's go get you a jacket and let your mustache grow a little more.
Cultivate the stash.
We will. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us as we'll get ready here for the second half. Both teams slowly getting ready. A few guys already out on the pitch. Connor Sparrow getting warmed up. Taryn, in a situation like this, how tough is it to get back onto the field as a keeper? You haven't touched the ball much. What do you do in a situation like that?
Just stay focused. Talk to your coach, Matt Glazier. He does such a good job with Connor and the rest of the goalkeeping core, getting his experience with the first team now. Get out here right at the end of halftime, get some touches, get your hands warm back up. You've been standing back there trying to keep warm the whole time, and I always thought that was very, very tough once you stay stagnant here for just a few minutes. But I think Connor is a very mentally strong goalkeeper. I think with not having much to do in the first half, I don't expect that to phase him come the second half.
We'll see what substitutions are made. Doesn't look like the Monarchs are going to make a substitution. But like we mentioned, they have firepower on the bench. Adams, Karinga, Brody, Minter, Hoffman, and Milne with Putna as well. The only defensive player in that group, Karinga. What do you make of that bench?
Firepower. What that says for me is Mark Briggs says, I want 3 points, nothing less. You want guys that can go out there and score goals? Well, he wants his players to show who can score goals right now. They've been in this lull we keep talking about. Maybe give some guys a chance, put people into a position to see if they can score their possibly first goal of their professional career, their 15th, or so on and so forth. Create the chance that gets this team the 3 points heading into 2 tough games next week.
We'll see what changes OCSC made. Doesn't look like they've made any so far, but they've got opportunities and they've got some quality players. But I think tonight I have to still focus on Charlie Lyon, a guy that has come out firing, done a phenomenal job to keep this zeros. Nicholas Murray tweeting out, looking ahead to 2018, I hope Charlie Lyon is under serious consideration for the LAFC goalkeeping group next season.
And that's a tall ask. I mean, LAFC, a new expansion team, 2 Major League Soccer coming next year.
But he's a quality player and very capable of playing at that MLS level.
Look, he's shown his pedigree. So far, he's commanded his backline well. He's made the saves that if you're a coach, you want your goalkeeper to make. And he's a man in form right now, and that's obvious.
So we're underway here in the second 45. Monarchs in their claret, or in their cobalt, excuse me. Orange County SC in their all whites. Sparrow to Moberg. Monarchs going to be attacking from right to left or south to north here at Rio Tinto Stadium. Like we mentioned, cold weather tonight here in the first day of fall.
It's about time we get some colder weather around here.
Winter is coming. Attack up the left side, the right side. Big opportunity. Moberg gonna let it cross. Pay there. He'll be defended well, defends well, and will win the ball for the Monarchs.
Excellent tackle there by Taylor Pay. Good recognition there and awareness from James Moberg to let that ball run out to that far corner for Taylor Pay to defend, who, like I said, did fantastically with it.
Beasler's going to cut that one off. Calvo will settle. to Haber. Both teams trying to look like they're trying to shake off a little bit of frost. Haber's going to cut in with his right foot. He'll get it back just outside the area. He thought about it. He'll cut back to his left. He'll take a crack. Not much power from his left foot, but if that stayed on his right, man, he would have put that in the back of the net.
You can tell Daniel Haber really favors his right foot, never really getting on balance, getting squared up to goal to have a go with his left foot. Nonetheless, I like the tenacity of trying to test Charlie Lyon again early in the second half.
Scoreless at the break here. A few minutes into the second half. Beckendale will win the throw-in for Orange County. Baxendale, excuse me. Baxendale. Butchering that 3-4 times over. Calvo is going to be fouled, and it'll be a free kick for the Monarchs. Lakowecki with it here on the near side. 48th minute of play. Still scoreless. Monarchs with the better of the opportunities in the first half if you're just tuning in.
If you're just tuning in, this is a game that could have major Western Conference playoff implications on both sides. Down near the line by the 8th and the 9th seed. Orange County currently occupying that 9th seed. And teams running up the back of Real Monarchs in San Antonio and Reno gunning for that first place spot. And over in the East, looking for home field advantage. Real Monarchs lead Louisville City by just 2 points.
Haber out wide. Haber looking to the back post. Cruz had cut in, no one there. And Orange County gonna try to counterattack. Sorto's gonna try to get to the end of it. It looked like an awkward slide there.
It almost
Comes
looked
up
like he just got
bit.
stuck to the ground there as he tried to slide for that ball.
Caught by the turf monster. It'll be a throw-in for Max Lakowecki. Calvo does a good job to play it out of pressure. Cruz is going to get it on the far side. Cruz will settle. He'll cut in at the defender with it on his right foot. Takes a crack! And a big save there by Charlie Lyon. Looks like he was maybe going to cross it to the back post, took a crack at the near post, and Charlie Lyon was there to come up big.
He definitely put his foot through it. As we look at this ball here again, isolated 1v1 inside the box, takes that touch, creates space, tries to find that near post. Charlie Lyon on his toes to make that save. Not a bad decision there from Danny Cruz, but maybe next time I'd like to see him cut in on his left foot. I know he can curl that ball with his left foot.
Velasquez, high arcing ball. Orange County will clear. Lakowecki's going to try to settle. He'll play it all the way back to Connor Sparrow. Tried to settle it on the first one. If you don't succeed at first, try again. Orozco out wide to Lakowecki. Cruz looked to me making a run. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs here on the near side. We have our first sub up, warming up for the Monarchs. None other than MVP candidate Chandler Hoffman. I keep saying Charlie Hoffman. I don't think that's his brother.
How about Dustin Hoffman?
Nope. I know he has a sister. I don't know about any brothers. Sorto. Out wide. Ball's played in. Nice little opportunity building. Played behind Van Uyck.
Going back to Chandler Hoffman here, landing as Sebastian Velasquez fouls in the attacking third against Orange County. I expect to see Chandler Hoffman in at about the 60th minute or so. That's when Mark Briggs likes to go to his bench.
Yeah, foul on Sebastian Velasquez, or by Sebastian Velasquez, excuse me. Charlie Adams also warming up for the Monarchs now. 52nd minute of play. Free kick, Orange County. Two-man wall. Ball is going to be clipped in. Found the head of an Orange County player. It'll be, looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Monarchs. It will.
And to be fair, I believe that was headed out by James Moberg as he takes kind of an awkward tumble there. Orange County appealing for the corner kick. Yep, comes off the head of Moberg.
Directly off the head of Moberg. Unless you're going to call a foul in that situation, and that's possible. I don't think he pointed for the foul.
No.
Should have been a corner kick for Orange County. Moberg. He'll switch it to the far side to Haber. Nice ball there. Haber settles. Haber's going to cut in at Sorto.
Right idea. That's the right idea. Good read there by Van Ivek to cut that ball out. Doing his work defensively, but I like that from Daniel Haber, picking his head up, trying to thread that ball through.
Ball finds Lakawek, and you're quickly in that situation.
With space to operate.
Calvo to Mare. He'll pick his head up. Looking out wide to Pei. Pei defended by Kobayashi. To Calvo. Calvo's going to turn. To Beasler. Velasquez. He's always quite tricky with his footwork. Beasler, phenomenal skill there to settle that one and quickly get the Monarchs possession back.
No, he knew exactly where to be if Velasquez were to lose out on that 1v1.
Beasler, he'll take a crack, takes a deflection. Not a bad look, all the deflections we've seen tonight. Sometimes providing opportunities. Ball up over top. Van Uyck is onside. Connor Sparrow a little slow to come out of the box, but he'll collect and cut off the opportunity there.
No, he read that ball just perfectly as he backtracked to read the run of Van Uyck. And then came back to meet that ball. Daniel Haber onside here.
Haber just outside the area. He'll take it to his left, gets to the touchline, and a corner kick for the Monarchs. A good job there. Looked like he possibly could have taken a crack a little earlier.
Very good defending there by Oscar Sorto. Not diving in on Daniel Haber in the box. Ushering the ball out for a corner kick.
Calvo's going to take the corner kick. Van Uyck inside the area. Velasquez trying to get him to move away. Quickly taken to Haber. Haber, he'll cut in. He takes a crack. His left foot. Looks like he hit ground there. He comes up limping pretty heavily.
Looks like he got his toe caught in the turf a little bit as he tried to put his foot through that ball, striking the ground first, and the ground making a very clutch tackle if you're Orange County FC.
Ball's
SC,
in.
excuse me.
Big opportunity there for Orange County. Snuffed out by Connor Sparrow. As Olive was in and had an opportunity. Rough first touch there from him. And allows Connor Sparrow to collect. That was a golden opportunity for Orange County there.
Another good run, another good ball up over the top. Read well again there by Connor Sparrow, but Orange County really looking dangerous going forward now, still early on in this second half.
So we're going to get a double substitution from Orange County. Kobayashi's night will be done. Looks like we're going to get Alvarez on. And the second substitution, Backendale will come off, and he'll be replaced by Pacheco.
Two very good attacking options for Logan Paz to bring off his bench. Trying to make a statement in this game, bringing on fresh legs against a Monarchs team, really trying to throw everything at Orange County at the moment.
Logan Paz really not going for the defensive-minded substitutions there. A midfielder and a forward coming on. Beautiful ball. Pay. He'll go towards the touchline. Kind of overruns it. Will be taken over by Orange County. Cruz will win the throw-in for the Monarchs. Monarchs getting set to make a double substitution here. Hoffman and Adams putting on their kits.
Again, a forward and a midfielder going like for like with Logan Paz as Mark Briggs.
Lakawecki with an ambitious strike. Looked like he was in the right mindset, just mishit that one.
With his very disfavored right foot. We all know Max Lakawecki, very left foot minded. Why not have a go? You're in the attacking half. You're in the attacking third. You're right on the edge of the box. Why not have a go? Just doesn't get the chance to wrap his foot all the way around it.
Roscoe is going to be called for the foul. Ampara. Hoffman, Adams. Adams getting instruction from Mark Briggs. Now Matt Glazer. Still scoreless here in the 59th minute of play. Orange County with possession. Pay defending well. Pay's going to go down on the challenge from behind. A rough challenge, and he'll see yellow. Alvarez after coming on moments ago here in the 58th minute of play.
No, it's for the kick out on Taylor Pay. Sends the ball right back into the midsection. So he fouls Pay here, goes down, tries to kick right at him, catches his arm. Absolutely a card there. Nothing. Referee Victor Rivas doesn't have a choice.
In a situation like that, you know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to get that slight kick in, trying to get an advantage in some way while the player's down on the ground. A little bit of frustration foul as well, typically. Lakawecki does a good job to win that one. He'll go forward. He's using his wheels. Out wide to Cruz. Danny Cruz to Calvo. It's going to ping pong. Still inside the box. Monarchs going to quickly take it. Haber. Out wide to Velasquez. Monarchs attacking. He's just outside the area. Velasquez towards the touchline, cuts it back, and he'll win a corner kick for the Monarchs.
We know always going left, but still Diego Calvo. Daniel Haber hanging out right at the top of the area, seeing if that ball takes a deflection out towards the top of the area, maybe look for a chance from them.
Calvo will take the corner kick for the Monarchs. Quickly taken Haber. Just outside the area, clips it in, header just wide! Mare put that one just wide in his second opportunity with his head, and I think that might be all his night tonight.
He's had several key opportunities. Daniel Haber with the bread and butter here. Slides this ball in, snap header from Mare, just can't seem to find that far post as he tries to redirect that ball. To be fair to him, that's a tough ball to handle, to snap and redirect the other way. But yeah, just like you said, that will be his night as Chandler Hoffman comes in again right at the 61st minute. Like I said, Mark Briggs going to his pocket. Big opportunity for Chandler Hoffman here, not starting this match, to come on and regain his spot in this lineup and try and get himself back on the score sheet, really.
Chandler Hoffman, 14 goals, 7 assists on the season, 2 off the Golden Boot race with Enzo Martinez leading things. We'll see if he can make the difference here in the final 30 minutes and change. Adams quickly in the action. Moberg's gonna cut it off.
Great read there from Moberg.
Late challenge there. Monarchs had the advantage. Looks like he's gonna give a stern talking to.
Again, the substitute, Rodrigo Pacheco, coming in late, clipping there.
Studs up too. Luckily, Pay was up in the air.
Monarchs up in arms right now. They had the advantage. Positive numbers going forward, 3v4, 4v3, excuse me. Going forward, wondering why the referee didn't let play go on there.
See what the Monarchs can do here in these 30 minutes. Velasquez out wide to Haber. Haber tries to get around Sorto. Lakawecki will throw it in. Charlie Adams taken out from behind. Orozco to Moberg. 64th minute of play. We're still scoreless here at Rio Tinto Stadium.
And look, 64th minute, still a lot of soccer to be played, roughly a half hour or so. Monarchs right now is 67% possession, but not really going anywhere with the possession. Yes, they're winning corners, they're winning set piece opportunities, but they're not, like I said, at halftime. They need to start punishing Orange County in the final third.
Giveaway by the Monarchs doesn't capitalize. Orange County not able to capitalize, excuse me. Charlie Adams, substitute just moments ago, getting a couple touches on the ball so far. Haber, ball intended for him. It'll be cut off. And Lakawecki will quickly throw it in. Adams trying to clip it over the head. Hoffman out wide to Cruz. Ball to the back to Lakawecki. Cleared off the line. Beautiful clearance there by Fernandez. Keep things level.
Fernandez, Johnny on the spot. I love that ball clipped into the back post to let Max Lakawecki run onto the end of it. Doesn't quite get the cleanest of touches onto it, but puts it towards goal. You see this ball come in, just a little clip over. Lyon not able to come and grab it. Lakawecki, deflected ball.
Not
Tell you
quite
what,
to the
Fernandez
line, but a
isn't
good
there.
save.
Great save there from Fernandez, reading the play well.
Haber. Good skill check there by Charlie Adams as he's able to settle. New life here in the Monarchs here in the last few minutes. Crowd starting to get into things.
See Chandler Hoffman's last ball out to Danny Cruz. You saw the pace in which he received the ball. He immediately had to look up to find Cruz on that far side, and then immediately back into the box, back into the attack, making the Orange County defenders think quickly.
Pineda. Connor Sparrow coming off his line.
Good read there from sweeper keeper offside nonetheless. I thought that one was very close from Orange County there as that ball played in just a touch late. Sparrow's not out to read that ball. No offsides. They're off to the races.
Soccer fans, Nike is the official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Sebastian Velasquez outside the area. Nice fancy footwork to Chandler Hoffman. Back to Velasquez. Velasquez to Lakowecki. Notre Dame connection between Lakowecki and Beasler. Adams to Pay. Monarchs possessing in the Orange County's half here for the last few minutes.
Orange County with plenty of numbers behind the ball. Monarchs still being able to find the space. Winning yet now another corner. But again, good ball movement. The ball comes wide, goes back into the middle, comes back out wide. Ball's trying to be served into the box. Orange County doing such a good job to cut those chances out.
Be the 8th corner of the night for the Monarchs, who are 11-1-1 at home on the season. Orange County 4-4-5 away from Southern California. Charlie Adams will take the corner for the Monarchs. Driven ball, looking to Pay at the front post. Will be kept in by Haber.
Good defending there by Van Ivik. Given away by Para there, but I love Van Ivik's effort. Defending, I mean, he's an attacking player. He's defending the ball here in his own corner, winning the ball and going forward. Unlucky not to get the ball back there to break 1v1 into the Monarchs half, but still very good from him.
Adams will get it back. Looked like he was going to take a shot for a minute. Velasquez, he'll slow things up. You can hear from the Monarchs bench, move the ball.
Let the ball do the work. This Orange County team is going to start wearing down. You can already see it.
They're sitting 10 guys behind the ball.
And it's about this time, 60th, 70th minute, that we see teams here at Rio Tinto start to wear down. The fatigue sets in, the elevation takes its toll.
Beasler, back to Pay. Monarchs with a sitting in Orange County. It'll be clipped back. Orange County struggling to relieve the pressure. Every time they've had an opportunity to clear it, it really hasn't gone past midfield. Something you have to do if you're going to alleviate the pressure and allow your defense to get up a little bit.
Definitely some errant clearances there. Monarchs able to recover quickly to regain possession. And here we go again. Wide play coming through out of the midfield, playing wide. Lakowecki breaks away.
Lakowecki called for the handball.
Commentator's curse, I spoke too soon. I'd have to get another look at that. Not quite sure that came off his hand. His back was to us as we see it here again. Lakowecki left back cuts in. Personally, I'm not seeing the handball. Referee had a better view of it. Lakowecki not happy. Not sure he knew too much about it. He did, however, get away with one in the box in the first half, so.
Orozco wins the header. Monarchs doing a good job of keeping possession still. Velasquez tries to settle. Frustration there from Sebastian Velasquez. So we're going to see another substitution. And the final of the night. Villalobos, Gustavo Villalobos, is going to enter the match for Orange County. Potter's night is done.
Again, Logan Paz electing to go with an attacking-minded player for Orange County to try and break through the Monarchs defense, get the back line to drop a little bit as they keep pressing high.
Velasquez, he's cutting around, dancing just outside the area. It'll be taken out, told to get up by Victor Rivas. Orange County's going to look to counter here. I don't know that I'm seeing the intensity from Orange County. Kind of looks lackadaisical here in the last few minutes. Monarchs applying a lot of pressure. Bit of foot race on the far side. Van Uyck's gonna get there first, clips it back post. Beasler's there. Take a deflection. Cruz is gonna be taken out from behind. 72nd minute of play.
I do have a hard time with that foul there from Sordo. Watch as Cruz receives this ball. He's clearly facing his own goal. There's absolutely no need to foul there. That's when you need to get your team up behind you to press. Make Cruz give the ball away. Don't cop out with the foul.
Osiqueta with the one with the foul. Charlie Adams' pass is going to be cut off. Not a lot of energy, like I mentioned, just there. You're seeing a good example of it. Not really getting out, not really running to balls. We'll see if they have an opportunity to counter. Sorto going forward. This is where a team gets dangerous. When you let them hang around, haven't been able to finish off a team, you're sitting in and counterattacks become a big opportunity.
And credit to Orange County, they've really absorbed the pressure, gotten away with a few things. Goalkeeper's been called upon several times like we've talked about, but for the most part, they have absorbed the pressure very, very well. Yes, we talk about errant clearances, but there's still a big goose egg 0 on the scoreboard.
Be a throw in for Sorto. Sorto back to Fernandez. Center backs from Orange County not having to do a whole ton. A lot of the defenders, the one being called upon. Sparrow's going to come off his line. Does a good job to read that play as Lakawecki was kind of in an awkward position running and trying to turn to catch in. Lakawecki being warned. Sorto. Beasler's going to cut that one off. Haber getting back to defend. Pacheco. Haber with a good pressure
from Haber.
there.
Monarchs have numbers if they can break here. Excellent ball there from Beasler.
Hoffman tries to cut around the defender. Looked like a good opportunity there. Velasquez will win it back. Haber to Adams. You felt it building for a little while. Here in the last few, hasn't been building. Handball looked like it could have been called there. As Pineda kind of dives at it. Taylor Pay just outside the area looking for Cruz.
You could see as Pay went to go play that ball. His leg was already in motion. He knew he shouldn't be playing that ball the way he was going to. Giving up possession just outside of the box there.
Pay quickly into Moberg. 75th minute of play now. Still scoreless here. We felt like this one was going to have multiple goals. Really haven't seen it yet. Orange County done a phenomenal job of sitting in defending so far. Pay looking forward to Cruz. Cruz trying to cut it back to Hoffman, but it'll be a corner kick for the Monarchs.
Hume again with a good tackle to deflect the ball inside the box. Danny Cruz menacing on that far side, that right side for the Monarchs tonight. Going at Osiqueta, going at Hume, going at the back line. of Orange County. Wins another corner. Is that 10 corners so far?
9th corner so far. Can the Monarchs capitalize? Charlie Adams will take it. Whipping it in, can't beat the first player. Will be cut out by Sorto. Charlie Adams is going to get the ball back, though. Whips it with pace, looking for Hoffman. Hoffman was almost on the end of that, lying there to parry it away.
I love that ball in from Charlie Adams, firing it into that near post, little worm burner. It's such a difficult ball for a goalkeeper to handle.
Orange County trying to clear. Monarchs applying a lot of pressure. Alvarez looking forward. Sparrow going to come off his line. Sorto's going to win it.
Pay doing a nice job on that last ball forward from Orange County to usher the player away from Connor Sparrow and let him come clear the ball, taking the pressure off of his goalkeeper.
Ball played wide. Lakawecki there defending is going to be hit over everybody's head by Villalobos. Gustavo Villalobos, a substitution, as the Monarchs are going to make their third and final change of the night as Daniel Haber will head to the bench in the 79th minute of play, and Chase Minter will enter the match.
That's a great 78, 79 minutes or so from Daniel Haber. I thought he was menacing. I thought him and Danny Cruz, played well on opposite sides of the Monarchs midfield. A lot of chances created. We saw him early in the second half get a shot off on goal, clip a nice little ball in, creating chances. Same thing in the second half. Good shift there from Haber being back in the starting 11.
We'll take a deflection. It'll be a throw in for Orange County. Still 12 minutes and change still left in this one. Can either team find the winner? Both teams, like we mentioned, in different situations. Monarchs coming in on a 3-game winless streak. Orange County coming off a victory last week over the Whitecaps, a 2-1 victory. Goals by Kobayashi and Van Uwijk. Orange County also looking to get in their third consecutive postseason.
On the cusp, they are very close.
Monarchs in for the first time, having clinched a couple weeks ago. Since then, really haven't been in form, though.
I said it earlier, Louisville City, 2 points nipping at the heels of the Monarchs for home field advantage through the playoffs.
For the regular season.
For the regular season championship, the first silverware of the year, of course. And I think the Monarchs will feel like they may have shot themselves in the foot if they don't take advantage of what was at one point a 15-point lead atop the USL.
Minter running at defenders. He'll be dispossessed. That one could have been a handball. I don't know about the earlier one, but that one was. Adams. Minter. He'll pick up his head, looking to Velasquez. Velasquez tries to clip it up. It'll be cleared by Orange County.
See, in that scenario, Landon, why not a right foot? Why not? Why not have a go? Why not try and put your foot through the ball if you're Sebastian Velasquez and try and get a shot on goal? Maybe the ball deflects, you never know, but trying to clip a ball in with 3, maybe 4 defenders around Chandler Hoffman there, don't think that's the right decision at the top of the area.
Chandler Hoffman's a guy that likes it at his feet.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
A giveaway by Sebastian Velasquez. Orange County looking to counter. A miss-hit ball. Velasquez will turn. He'll play it with the outside of his boot to Minter. Minter, fresh legs come on. Dispossessed for the second time in as many opportunities. He's going to try to apply the pressure. Nick Beasler there. An advantage played for the Monarchs.
Well done there from Beasler to win that ball and still try and go forward. Referee trying to play advantage there. Nothing doing as the ball gets brought back there, but I love that from Nick Beasler.
Adams out wide to Pay. Pay back to Adams. Quickly taken. Velasquez, he gets around his defender. Sorto able to recover for the corner kick. 10th of the match for the Monarchs, yet to capitalize on one of them.
Sorto with a good time tackle, well-timed tackle, I should say, sticking his left boot in there to poke that ball out for the Monarchs' 10th corner now of this game. And we talk about it, set pieces, you have to make these set pieces count, and especially with the ball that Charlie Adams can serve in right here.
Adams swings it in, looking to the back to Beasler. Beasler, Moberg, and Pay, Orozco were all in the area.
It just comes down to communication. Wonderful ball towards the back post there from Charlie Adams. Everybody going for the same ball. Nobody able to get a clean header towards the frame.
Monarchs had a lot of opportunities tonight. Nothing here in the last little bit when they've applied a lot of pressure. We'll see if they can capitalize. Beasler defended by 4. He's able to break out. Ball out and away. Sorto's there. Sorto playing it to Van Uyck. Van Uyck, he's up over top. This is where it gets scary if you're a Monarchs team.
Yeah, look, you and I talked about it several times. We talked about it on the last broadcast, and it's kind of been a point of emphasis here as we get back to this play.
Orozco able to head it out, kept in the area. An opportunity, takes a deflection up and over the crossbar. It'll be a corner kick for Orange County here late.
Now back to what I was saying, Landon. All season, the Monarchs have had trouble closing out games, whether they have a several goal cushion, they don't seem to keep that shutout. Last time they were at home against San Antonio, they give up 2 goals in the final 5-6 minutes. This is where focus, concentration really kicks in, and the communication on the back line and going forward for that matter really matter.
It'll be a corner kick for Orange County here in the 85th minute of play. It'll be swung in. Looking, a good opportunity there. Pay was defending Hume. That one goes just wide. So we'll get a second look at that one.
Connor Sparrow very thankful to see that one trickle past his right post. Hume arguably getting the better of Taylor Pay, getting around the right shoulder of him, and off the Monarchs go the other way.
Minter. Lakoecki back to Minter. Velasquez inside the 18. He'll win a corner kick for the Monarchs. Really, though, corner kicks haven't been much. We'll see if they're able to capitalize here. Charlie Adams will come over to take the corner kick.
7 field players and a goalkeeper inside the box defending for Orange County. Everybody on the field, I'll say 21 players. We're going to exclude Connor Sparrow from this one in the attacking third as this ball gets whipped in here by Charlie Adams.
Looking to the back post, still inside the area. Van Uyck will clear. Fans, make sure you tune into the USL's weekly show on Sirius XM FC, Channel 85 on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern for the latest news and information from around the league. Also, don't forget, Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Ball clipped in, up over top. You can check uslsoccer.com for dates and times. USL Game of the Week. 87th minute, we're getting late. Charlie Lyon. '87th minute of play. Here at Rio Tinto Stadium, still scoreless. Both teams looking for the winner.
We talk about the USL Game of the Week next week on ESPN3. Real Monarchs, Sacramento FC on Wednesday. Either side, Sacramento fans, if you're listening to this, if you're keeping an eye on this game, maybe doing a little bit of scouting, some chant scouting, that game will be on ESPN3. Real Monarchs fans, of course, you can watch from here locally on ESPN3 on Wednesday, September 27th.
Fans, thanks for tuning in tonight on the USL YouTube channel. We appreciate you from tuning in from wherever you may be tuning in tonight. Danny Cruz goes down on the challenge with Pineda. Ball's out wide for Orange County. Can they get the winner? Up over the top of everybody, and that one's going to be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Both teams, both head coaches, Mark Briggs and Logan Paws, already used their 3 substitutions, so be the sides to ride out this 90 minutes.
All attack-minded substitutions as well.
Lakowecki to Velasquez. Velasquez is going to ride out the challenge. He wants advantage played in a situation like that. Yellow card will be shown to Sorto.
Velasquez doing such a good job to escape that challenge, getting pulled back, fighting through it, driving those knees forward. He doesn't care. I agree with the ref. I partially agree with the referee, I should say there. Yellow card, rightly so, but Velasquez did such a good job to ride that challenge and get out of it and break forward, and the Monarchs had numbers going forward. I know he wanted to continue.
Velasquez going forward. He'll be pushed from behind. That has to be a yellow card. Baffles me how that's not a yellow card in a situation like that.
And you want to talk about a dangerous set-piece opportunity, 35 yards from goal here. So we see this again, very obvious. Yes, Landon, I do agree with you.
Just
definitely
frustration in a situation like that from Orange County. You can see it. 89th minute of play. This one's getting late, and I don't know how much stoppage time will be shown, but you have to be frustrated if you're a Monarchs fan. That was an opportunity and a good opportunity. That free kick now.
Keep an eye on the top of the 6. This ball gets whipped in little below crossbar height by Charlie Adams. I know he can do this. The area above the 6 is going to be very important. Just like that.
Big opportunity there for Emilio Orozco. Put that one with pace. Charlie Lyon's now going to kill as much time as he can.
Such a good ball there by Charlie Adams, getting that ball into the box. Great run there from Emilio Orozco, losing his defender, just can't redirect his header onto the frame. So we look at it here again. That ball is so difficult under crossbar height. Fernandez doing just enough there to put Orozco off.
Minter settles. Out wide to Pay, 90th minute. 2 minutes of stoppage shown. Doesn't seem like much for 6 substitutions and a couple of yellow cards, but 2 minutes of stoppage have been announced. Monarchs looking for the winner. Lakowecki to Velasquez. Looking to Minter. Bad pass back from Emilio Orozco. Espero's able to clean that one up. Orange County needs points, so they're still applying pressure, still trying to go forward. Pacheco. The ball at his feet. Spinning, dancing, moving. Still with possession. He'll play it out wide. Cruz trying to get out there to defend. Ball's inside the box. Orozco's able to get there. It's going to take a deflection. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Pay will take it. Quickly into Cruz. Still time left, but not much time left. Only 2 minutes of stoppage announced.
Monarchs look for the Monarchs to flood everything forward at this point as that ball just skips out from Minter. Look for him to lock this ball into this near side in front of their bench. Maybe try and win the ball and go get a goal, but not much time left.
This is where it gets scary. Orange County applying a lot of pressure. Can they get the winner late? It's going to be collected by Sparrow, quickly outletted. And that's going to be all she wrote. A 0-0 draw here at the Riot. Both teams going to walk away with a point. Orange County now sitting on 36 points, tied for that 8th spot in the Western Conference. Monarchs going to move to 57 points on the season, and kind of a frustrated Monarchs team. You can see a few of the guys look quite deflated after that. A lot of opportunities on goal, but no goals to show for it.
No goals to show for it. And look, we said it at halftime. I kind of said it in the first throw. Well, throughout the game, I'll say. They didn't punish. They didn't take their opportunities. And to be frank, I think Orange County definitely deserves a point, maybe even more out of this game if that PK is called. Nonetheless, I think they come out on top of this game better with a point rather than the Monarchs.
And like I mentioned, the tough stretch here comes for the Monarchs at Sacramento, or excuse me, at Sacramento, then at Reno on the weekend. So now you've got a couple days to get your legs back under you, travel out west to California, and then a tough stretch, and you have to take points.
And look, this is where heroes are made. This is where people are broken. This is where experience kicks in. At Sacramento on ESPN3, that's going to be, I'm going to have my eyes glued to that game. And for me, I've said it to you all along, I think the game against Reno next Saturday may decide the Western Conference, maybe even the USL race, now that they've brought it so close.
Monarchs with a 3-point advantage in the Western Conference, or excuse me, in the league, up on Louisville City. But that's not much of a cushion.
Louisville, if you're a Monarchs fan, keep an eye on the Louisville-Ottawa game on Sunday. That could possibly bring these teams level, maybe hope for Ottawa to pull a result.
Monarchs have been lucky in the last few games with other teams getting negative results when they've kind of tripped up. Now winless in 4 games. What do you do moving forward if you're Mark Briggs?
Just reset. I mean, he tried it this weekend, and I wouldn't say an overhaul is necessary, but get those guys back in the lineup. Maybe start your Chandler Hoffman. Obviously, that choice is up to him, but I would like to see him get a full 90 minutes after a rejuvenation. Maybe this game was on purpose with Hoffman, with these big games coming forward. Charlie Adams, Velasquez, again, the experience up the spine of the midfield. Mark Briggs has to rely on those guys going forward.
Monarchs with the lion's share of shots tonight, but could not find the back of the net, as Orange County does a phenomenal job of defending, keeping this one scoreless here at the Riot. And, you know, we have to give a shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. Thank you for joining us. From our broadcast crew, Taryn Meyer, I'm Landon Southwick, and we'll catch you next time here on the USL regular season's games with the Monarchs.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.